Friday. What can I say? Represents the night, represents where we are at.
The idea for Flashlight was to kind of blend a 70s loft party with the night gallery, essentially, and combine that into a regular event and just put on something sort of twisted. People just gotta let their hair down, I think. And that's the whole idea with Flashlight.
We enjoy this night because it's the music I grew up with, tempered with what's going on now, and it's just a fine line of what makes a great night, and when people are enjoying themselves, then it's great. I think you have to be more aware of crowds these days. You can't let songs play forever. Like you couldn't play like even Flashlight. Flashlight was what 7 minutes long. We've had to cut it down to 3 minutes because the attention span of people has gone. I thought CDs were bad, but iPod is even worse. Now it's like forward, press, forward, press, forward. It goes on and on and on. It's a generation that stands in front of a microwave and shouts, "Hurry!" Crowds are getting younger, and though they become more acceptable with what we kind of do, you still got to keep one eye on the dance floor all the time.
When we started, you couldn't play Ray Charles in a club, and when we started the night gallery, we thought we were being pretty unique playing Mess Around or What I Say, and that was 5-6 years ago. And then the movie kind of connects it. It's sort of like it's sort of a way of archiving dance music. It's you know, that's trend savvy but not trend oriented. What made a good record in '65 is the same thing that makes a good record now. And it was made by musicians that were sort of like us, largely just they did it for the fun of it. I still get the charge out of playing James Brown records.
I think soul music's an attitude. I mean, someone once said that soul music is the space between the cymbal and a hi-hat. It's like that film, Night of the Hunter with Robert Mitchum, when he's got love and hate tattooed on his hands, and that's what it is. Like, for every obscure record you can play, you have to play a record that you've heard 1,000 times. It's like the old saying that they used to have in the 80s, to hear Def Jam, you have to check Blue Note. And that's what music's all about. It's always like rounding the circle. People are getting tired of the same kick drum beat that's going on, that they want something a little bit more, that has a little bit more history, a little bit more passion, which I think soul and funk music has. Now, could you run a whole night on that? Well, you know, it's like, you know, I mean, water's a fine drink, but would you live your whole life around it? You've always got to sample something else.
Great dance music is great dance music. It is timeless. You know, it's a celebration. It's a Friday night out, and it's fun.